Hello. Welcome home to Eden. We're on the 88 Ways to Pleasure the Feminine, truly, madly, deeply. And Wild, Obscene, Juicy. That's the title I put with this. But how do you think she's going to let go into that place? If she doesn't really feel that you're her friend, that you're not really on her side, you just want your yummies, you want her to go all wild for you. Well, what did you do that made that possible for her? I noticed, guys, I noticed that you did not really watch the friendship video, the last of the 88 of the 8 ways on the Earth chakra. You didn't watch that video, did you? You're going for all the juicy, exciting titles. So I have to put a title like Wild, Obscene, Juicy to get you to really dive in with me, because look, I'm not here to just give you a bunch of sexual antics. They're not going to help you. Every woman is different, and every woman is different every time. And everything I say will just get you in trouble unless you really study this. Like, I'm here to help you. Now you've got her. Be her lover, right? Well, it's easier said than done because the women are so freaking tricky. And what happens is that you're in really deep water suddenly and you don't know how to swim, and now you lose her, or she loses you, because you don't know how to navigate the feminine, just the feminine deep waters. So I'm really trying to give you all the skill sets, darling, the skill sets for keeping her happily ever after. Right? This show is for men in love who want to keep their woman happily ever after. And if you're not in love yet, you're preparing. Okay. So Wild, Obscene, Juicy is the place that she goes when she really feels that you're on her side. Like you are voting in ways that in the world politically, and in with her agenda of what she asks for you, you are voting for her. So like, here's a really good example. You guys, white guys, are 52% still for anti-prezi baby dump. You know who I mean. The guy who's dumping on everybody's, all the women's agendas of, love and family and community and equality. These are the women's agendas, right? And you guys are still voting for that guy who put children in cages on the border. They're still there, stole them from their families, and is torturing children openly, proudly, because he's so blustering, and he's got so much charisma, and he's got so much bravado, and he's a bully, and he lies, says whatever he wants, and you guys are looking up to that, while the women are so deeply disgusted. If that guy was at a party, we would want to call the police. Like, we would be so scared, because we know that that's the guy who will put drugs in our drinks and organize a date rape for us. That is who that guy is. We can tell by what he says. Everything about him disturbs us deeply. So you have 69% of women who are white women who are for Biden. I'm sure that the number is much higher among brown and black women. Okay, so, but you guys are still, what you've done is you're separating economics from ethics. See, now when you do that, you're actually, you end up doing that in the home too. You're like, bottom line is the dollar, and the bottom line is not the bottom dollar. The bottom line is it's a life of coming from integrity. That's what we all need to be creating, right? So her going wild, obscene means she's got no she's not self-conscious anymore, because she trusts your love in her so much. She feels so beautiful with you that she can be a little crazy, right? But you can only get her to that place if you prove that in every way you are taking care of her spiritually. So when you vote in the world, you're voting for her safety in the future, so that she can have control over her own reproductive rights, so that she can she can be safe from police brutality. All right, so you got that picture, right? So are you truly your woman's friend? Are you really, really on her side? Are you listening? Do you argue with her every time she asks you for something, and you're like, why do you want that? You have to prove it to me. I don't think it's worth doing. Do you destroy her hope? If she has to go through that, see, the woman's needs are never logical by masculine terms. The women's needs, the women's desires are a holistic picture. It's a holistic picture. Sorry, this whole trailer is tilting that way, and so I can hardly sit in it. I'm a girl. I don't know how to jack it up. I don't have that guy in my life who would help me to jack this darn thing up. I'm sleeping sideways on this bed because it's rolling. But that's what she needs. She needs to know you're listening. Like, hey, my trailer's falling over. That's a basic one the guy can understand. Trailer's falling over. I'll jack it up. But when she says to you something like, I need to just hug with you and I need to talk feelings, you're just like, why do we have to do that? Let's do that next month. I'm too busy. And you don't understand that the entire flow of her energy with you and feeling good all day depends on this little thing she's asking you for that's just so freaking not a big deal. Because you do this thing she's asking, whatever it is, and now everything's flowing, okay? So be her friend. If you want wild, obscene, juicy, she will only ever go there with you if you get the 8 basics of the first level, okay? Don't just move on to this second level. Oh, good, we're in a sexual chakra now. Level 2, ooh, that's the only one I'm going to study. Well, you will be highly disappointed. You'll be like, Eve, nothing you said worked. Actually, it all backfired. Because unless you get these deeper things, the feminine, if you want a feminine woman, you got to learn these things, okay? So study all these videos. You don't have to go for the 740 other videos I did before, the 88 ways to pleasure the feminine. Just stick with these 88 ways, because what I've done is organize the best of all of those 740 into a crisp and clear journey for you that will take you through each of the chakras, okay? We're going, first level is root, security, booty. The next level is genitalia and womb, and it is all about sexuality. And then the next level is power and power dynamics. And the next level is heart and love. The next level is expressivity, creativity. And then we get into the mental, intellectual, psychic realm. And then from there into spirituality. And from there into synergy. Thank you, darling.